guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another monthly favorites. I'm not gonna go through the whole thing that I say like every single time. The year is moving fast. We all know this, but I don't know about you guys. I mean, honestly, in a way, I'm ready for 2020 to be over because I feel like it's like one thing after the other this year, but at the same time, there are still some ups to this year that I am enjoying. So I do tentatively want to see what the rest of the year has to hold, but it is still crazy how it feels like this year is moving both fast and slow, kind of like this weird paradox that's going on. But anyways, summer is almost over. We just finished August. We are now in September, so it's now that time to show you guys my August favorites. But before we jump into it, I just want to remind you guys to please like this video if you enjoyed it. It really does help out my channel a lot. It takes just a second to do. It's located right underneath the video over here, I believe. Just hit that thumbs up button. Also too, feel free to leave me a comment down below. I'd love to chat with you guys and hear what you guys were loving for August. And lastly, if you are new, I would love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I create content on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle, and I would love it if you would join my little YouTube family over here. But let's go ahead and get into what I was loving for August. Okay, so first off, I'm so sorry. My neighbors are having like a little get together in their backyard right outside my window. So if you guys hear any like background noise or chatting or anything, that's what that is. And again, I apologize about that. But for August, I have actually a lot of favorites this month. I'm very surprised. I was trying out a lot of products and I got in a lot of new clothing because we did go on a small vacation to go see family and just kind of get away from our house for a little while. So definitely have some things to share with you guys that I discovered this month. And I'm thinking, let's go ahead and start out with beauty. So for this month, most of the stuff is coming from Colourpop as far as beauty goes. I just did a little order from Colourpop and I wanted to try out some new products that they had. And I have a little roundup here of the ones that were my absolute favorites. So first off is a lip product and it is their Luxe Velvet Liquid Lipstick. This is in the color Puddin', and this color is just so pretty. I think that this is like a perfect fall transition color. It's actually what I'm wearing on my lips right now, but to be fair, it is mixed with a couple of other colors as well, but it is the color that is sitting on top of everything. But as you can see, it's just like a really pretty warm, like terracotta kind of color, and the warmth in it still gives it some summery vibes, but like the fact that it's like terracotta and reddish and brown definitely makes it an appropriate color for fall as well. So I am obsessed with this one. I am definitely going to be wearing this into fall, and this is my first time trying out their Luxe Velvet formula, and I really liked it. It's super comfortable. It doesn't like dry 100% like the regular liquid lipsticks do. This one probably comes just shy of drying all the way, but I really like it. Again, like I said, it's very comfortable and it is still definitely long wearing. And then speaking of the Luxe formula, I also really love their Luxe lip oil. I got it in the color Playa Vista, but I can't find it. I think it fell out in my car somewhere. I'm devastated. I've been looking for it for like a week, but it is definitely a favorite. I love it so much. I'm gonna reorder it if I can't find it, but it came from their Wild Nothing collection and I just love that lip oil. It's basically a gloss, but it's like not sticky and it's pretty long wearing for being a gloss. And I've noticed that I'm starting to transition back into glosses. I'm still definitely a liquid lipstick girl through and through, but I do like the comfort of a good quality gloss and also just kind of changing things up once in a while. So speaking of that Wild Nothing collection, I am in love with this palette right here. This is their Wild Nothing palette and I have been wearing this non-stop on my eyes. I literally have not reached for another palette all month. I am just so in love with this palette. I love these very earthy tones in here, and also too, all of these like metallic or shimmer shades in here are just like amazing. I don't know what they're doing with the formula on these, but all of these are beaming. It's actually what I'm wearing on my eyes right now, and you guys can see, especially right here, I have two different colors on my lid, but it's just like so bright and pretty, and it gives that good metallic wet kind of look. The two colors that I have mixed on my lid are Spirited, and then I topped it off with Sultan right here. Those two are amazing. This color right here, Coastline, is what I'm wearing in my inner corners, and it has quickly become my favorite inner corner highlight. And then this color right here, Seashells, it's kind of like a metallic-y seafoam green almost. That color is hands down my favorite color in this palette. I did a get ready with me where I did a 0 to 100 glow up and I used this palette. I was really inspired by that color and I am obsessed with that eye makeup look. It's honestly so pretty, and I just like, I can't put this palette down. It's the best. Okay, so another product from that video is the Colourpop Freckle Pen. Faux freckles have been in this summer. I love it. I think that it's very fun, very fresh, and it gives just a very youthful vibe, and it's something very different. I feel like with makeup, it's really easy to get caught in a rut where the thing that you are making pop all the time is either gonna be your eyes or your lips. So this is a fun way to kind of play up the face and do something a little bit different. And like I said, it was the perfect trend for summer just because of how young, fun, and fresh it is. So the color that I got is the dark brown, and at first I was really bummed about it because I had wanted the light brown, but I've noticed since I've been doing it, this color actually is probably perfect for me because I am more on the tan side right now, and once I start like working this color into my skin tone, it seems to blend in really nicely. So this definitely did end up being the right color for me. Also love the tip on this too. It is a felt tip and it's nice and fine, so you can go as hard or as soft as you want to kind of make the different freckle shapes and sizes. Okay, then last up in beauty is a hair product, and it is a shampoo. This is the OGX Moroccan Oil Shampoo. This one is meant to hydrate and repair, and I really love it too because it also helps to strengthen your hair as well, which is something that my hair definitely needs. If you watch that glow up video, you know that I mentioned I did end up with a lot of breakage, so I am dealing with some chemical cuts in the back here and also in the front a little bit. So I'm really trying to hydrate my hair and make sure that it's healthy and strengthened so that it can grow out. Also too, I just started seeing a new hairstylist, and she specializes in blonde hair. I'm actually gonna have her switch out my hair. Believe it or not, I'm actually getting tired of the platinum. I wanna do something different, but I will still be blonde. Never not gonna be blonde, but I am gonna change things up here in about a month. Also because I feel like my hair has decided it's tired of being platinum. It's just definitely tired of all of the constant touch-ups. So this has been one of the things that I've introduced into my routine to kind of help rehab my hair and make it ready for me to transition it into the next type of hair color that I'm gonna do. But that new stylist did recommend that I start working a hydrating shampoo into my routine along with my purple shampoo. So I am still using a purple shampoo to like tone my blonde and keep it nice and bright. But because purple shampoos are so drying, she really recommended alternating it with a hydrating shampoo just so that my hair can get those nutrients in. And this one has just been so amazing. I honestly love all of OGX's products. I feel like they're a really great hair company if you're looking to just kind of like get your hair products from the drugstore. And this one is sulfate free and is a potent blend of argan oil and Moroccan oil plus silk proteins to repair even the most severely dry, damaged strands, drenching them with hydration and helping to strengthen them from within. And I do feel like this has really made a difference on my hair. I've noticed that I can actually go longer in between washes lately, and I think it's because my hair is getting proper hydration. Before, it was probably over drying a little bit, so my hair was getting oily quicker because my scalp felt the need to like overproduce oil. So this has definitely helped to like slow it down and balance out my hair again. Okay, so moving on to fashion, I just have like a smallish handful of favorites that I wanted to share with you guys. I feel like I definitely have to explain this first one really quick. I recently did a review video on this, and I did say that it's not worth the money at full price. So I didn't want you guys to be confused. I still stand by that. I don't believe that this favorite is worth the money when it's full price. I think it's way too much to spend on what it is, but I did get it on sale. So to me, at the sale price, it was definitely worth it. And it is my lack of color hat that I have hanging right back here. I have always wanted one of these. I'm obsessed with them. I love them so much. As you guys know, this has replaced the Urban Outfitters felt fedora brim hat that usually hangs behind me because this is like the real thing. This is the real designer hat, and I am obsessed with this hat. It is just like everything I dreamed it would be. The quality on it is amazing, and it's like the perfect accessory to elevate my outfit. I'm not going to talk too much more on it because like I said, I do have a full review video on this, but I did want to let you guys know that despite me saying it's not worth it to spend $130 on this hat, it is still a favorite for me because if you ever find it on sale, I highly recommend jumping on it. Okay, next up in my fashion favorites is a pair of shorts, and I have always struggled with dress shorts. I always feel like I want to get nice shorts that I can like dress up that aren't going to be denim shorts that I just try to dress up, and I usually have a hard time finding them because either I feel like they just don't fit right, they don't flatter me, or they just like look too stuffy. But recently I found a pair of black shorts that is like perfect for a nighttime outfit if you want to wear shorts, and I love them so much. So if you watched my recent Nasty Gal haul, you might remember these. These are the Nasty Gal high waist split shorts, and I am So obsessed with these. I have worn these so many times. I've dressed them up, I've dressed them down. They're just like so perfect. First off, the fit on these is amazing. I sized up one because I feel like with Nasty Gal, the bottoms tend to run a little bit small. So I sized up to a size 8 and it fits so perfectly. It wraps around my waist without any gap, but they're not too tight where I get a muffin top. It just sits perfectly on my waist. I love the length on these. They're not too long, but they're not too short. And then this split right here in them is honestly just like such a fun detail. I feel like it's a play on like the split leg jean trend that's going on, but in like a shorts version and just like not denim. And it's just such a fun pair to style. If you guys are looking for a pair of shorts that you can dress up for like the nighttime, I highly recommend taking a look at these because I swear these are the best. Okay, then next up I have a pair of sneakers, and admittedly, again, these are kid sneakers. I can't help it. I mean, I can fit in them and I save money, but in case you don't know, up to size 7, I believe, can fit into kid sizes, so I think that that's like about average. So most people can fit into kid shoes. I believe a size 7 is like a size 5 or 6 in kids, but you can definitely Google it and find out for sure. But I will try to link a similar adult pair in case you can't fit into them and you kind of want this look, but they are the Nike Pegasus sneakers. I have been eyeing these for so long. I feel like the sneaker trend is definitely not going away, and most of my sneakers are chunky dad sneakers, which, don't get me wrong, I love them. I will keep buying chunky dad sneakers for forever if I can, but I wanted something that would switch it up a little bit, be a little bit more streamlined and a little bit less overpowering, and these were like the perfect pair. I just really love the shape on these. I love that they're all white, but they're kind of like a mixed media with like the nylon and the leather, just to give it a little bit of detail and a little bit of visual interest. And what I love about these is that they're like cute for wearing out and styling, but I can also work out in these because they're super comfortable. So if you're looking for a pair that you can switch back and forth between dressing up and also working out in, and you can fit into kids' shoes, these would definitely be a great option for you. Okay, then next up for fashion, I guess that this is more of like a fashion accessory. I wanted to share a mask that I am in love with. In fact, I actually just got a second one in them, and they are these masks from Nasty Gal. I know that they look pretty like basic, and in appearance they are, and I don't know what material this is. I'm sure I could look it up, but this is hands down the most breathable material that I have worn so far in a mask. It honestly doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything on my face, and don't get me wrong, I'm not like the type where I'm like, I can't breathe in my mask, so I'm not gonna wear it. I am fully for wearing a mask, 100%. But if I can find one that is extremely comfortable, of course I'm gonna share that, and of course I'm gonna love it. So these ones, like I said, super comfortable. As far as breathing goes, it almost feels like there's like nothing on your face. It feels like you're just breathing freely like usual. I will say though, if you have a bigger head, this probably isn't gonna be the best one for you just because of the way that this is structured. I mean, each side is basically cut out of like one piece of cloth as opposed to being like adjustable straps, so that is one downside of it, but I have a relatively small head, so this is very comfortable for me. And here's what it looks like on. It covers up a good amount of the face, which I like. It makes it feel really secure, and like I said, breathing in this is like not a problem at all. I really want to stock up on a bunch of these because I need to stash these everywhere. They are seriously, like I said, the best mask that I've come across so far. Okay, then my last fashion favorite I'm actually wearing, and it is this jumpsuit. This is from Idol Style, which is an online boutique started by a fellow YouTuber. Her name's Tiffany Tremulieris, and she reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to try a few pieces from her boutique, and everything was so cute, so of course I said yes. And this jumpsuit, I swear, is like the best jumpsuit that I've ever worn. It's super comfortable. The pink tie-dye is really cute, and the last couple times I've worn this, I get compliments like left and right on it. It is literally the best jumpsuit. It's so perfect for summer because it's super lightweight, and I'll go ahead and stand up here so that you guys can see a little bit more of it. Okay, so here is what the top looks like. It has this drawstring right here so that you can do a little peekaboo action here if you want. If you don't, you can expand that and just like cover up your stomach, but it has this elastic waist that definitely keeps the bottoms up, but it's not too tight. I got a size medium, and this fits me so perfectly, which is great because medium is my true size. And like I said, it's just like the most perfect kind of like summertime jumpsuit. And I'll go ahead and show you guys the bottoms on this. Sorry for being so awkward. So they are cinched on the bottom, and it kind of makes it like this like fun casual kind of baggy style on the bottom. But like I said, it's such a great jumpsuit, super comfortable, super lightweight, especially on hot days, and it's a nice alternative to wearing shorts and a tank top every day. Okay, then moving on to lifestyle. I have so many things in lifestyle that I'm excited to share with you guys. The first one is another Trader Joe's favorite, which like, is that even a surprise at this point? I pretty much always have a Trader Joe's favorite in every favorites video because I love Trader Joe's. But this one is their blueberry lavender flavored almond beverage. This stuff is so good. I started recently watching Tara Michelle and she was raving about this. She puts this in her matcha in the morning, but I actually prefer this for my coffee. If you guys have been here for a while, you know that I am a huge fan of the Dunkin' Donuts blueberry coffee. It's my jam. I love it so much. It's so good. And I get it with almond milk, which I feel like adds the perfect flavor to the blueberry. Well, I got this and I started adding it to my coffee and it makes my at-home coffee taste exactly like my Dunkin' Donuts blueberry coffee. I still do use my regular creamer, which is the Natural Bliss vanilla creamer, but I'll put a little bit of that in my milk frother, then top it off with a little bit of this and froth that together. And that combination going into my coffee, like I said, is an absolute dupe for the Dunkin' blueberry coffee. So if you guys like that or have ever wanted to try that coffee, try getting this and adding a splash of it to your coffee and you won't be disappointed. Okay, the next step is, I guess technically a tech product, and it is my Instax Mini. I have wanted this for so long, you guys. Definitely since before Trevor and I were married, because I remember I had a girlfriend who brought hers on a girls trip that I took right after we got engaged. And I don't know, there's something about instant pictures and Polaroids and stuff like that that's just like so nostalgic. No matter what time period you grew up in, it's still nostalgic no matter what. And it's just like such a fun way to remember a big event or a trip or something. I bought this specifically for our Arizona and Las Vegas trip, and I'm so glad that I did. I got a ton of really cute shots, and it also made a great prop for my Instagram photos. So like I said, so happy that I got it. I did get mine in the color blue, and in case you're wondering, mine is the Instax Mini 11, I believe, which is either the newest model or like one of the newest models. But basically no regrets with this. If you guys have been wanting one of these cameras, I say go for it because they're just so fun, and like I said, a great way to remember big events. Next up is a favorite that I have been using daily, and it is the 5-minute journal. I first heard about this from Nissan Raider here on YouTube, and the second I saw her using one of these, I knew that I immediately wanted one. I've always wanted to get into journaling, but I'm just like the type where if the thing like doesn't have a structure to it, I'm not gonna stick to it. So I like that this already has a structure. So this journal is meant to get you in the habit of practicing gratitude daily, which I love. So every page has the exact same stuff. So you get in this rhythm of appreciating and manifesting and practicing gratitude for things in your life. You fill out this top part right here in the morning, and then this bottom part here at night. And for the morning, you write what you're grateful for, you write what would make the day great, and some daily affirmations for yourself. And then at night, you reflect on your day and write down 3 amazing things that happened and how you could have made the day even better. So I really love this. I feel like it's been putting me in a really positive mindset, and it's really nice to do something, especially during this quarantine, that's just really great for my mental health. Okay, next up is definitely a summer favorite because it wouldn't be summer without ice cream. And this has to be one of my favorite discoveries that I've ever made at Target. And they are the Yasso Mint Chocolate Crunch Bars. These are so good, you guys. So first off, Yasso bars are actually frozen Greek yogurt. It's not actually ice cream. So these have 4 grams of protein and only 150 calories per bar, which is definitely not bad at all. In particular, this mint chocolate crunch is my absolute favorite. I have tried like the regular mint one that doesn't have the crunch surrounding it, and then also I've tried the vanilla one. Those are okay. I like them. I'll eat them, but this one is like by far my favorite. And what's annoying about this one is that it's like always sold out. So whenever they're in stock, I grab 2, which is what I did today, which was perfect timing because I was out of them and I was like, what am I gonna do? Just like put a picture up on the screen. So I'm glad that I have the box now to show you guys exactly what I mean. So if you guys go to get this, again, make sure it's the mint chocolate crunch. That's definitely the best one. But if you like those regular Nestle crunch bars, the vanilla one might be a great alternative for you as well. Okay, then lastly, I have 2 streaming recommendations for you guys. I have one Netflix and one Prime. The Netflix one is a movie and it came out this year. And actually, I have no idea exactly when it came out. I just discovered it because I was in my New Girl fan groups. Yes, I do participate in those. I love New Girl, and not enough people in my life love it as much as I do, so I just need an outlet. But someone mentioned in there that the actors who play Winston and Ally were reunited in a movie for Netflix called Desperados, and that was all it took to sell me on it. I immediately made plans to watch it that night, and I genuinely, unbiasedly, Loved it. It was very, very cute, very, very fun. It's about this girl named Wes who is trying to do the whole dating thing. She meets a guy played by the actor who plays Winston, Lamorne Morris, and he immediately basically goes, pass, no, I don't want to date you. So as she's leaving the date, rightfully upset about it, she has an accident and this really beautiful guy helps her and she like is smitten with him right away. And then all of a sudden he seemingly ghosts her. So she writes him a really, really terrible email. Comes to find out he's been in an accident in Mexico. And so she and her girlfriends go down to Mexico to try to delete the email before he gets out of the hospital. And it's really, really funny. It's so cute. It's definitely a fun modern rom-com and also is a really cute like girl friendship movie. So if you're down for a fun, cute movie one night, definitely check that one out. And then my next recommendation is definitely something that's not new. I want to recommend it because at the time that this video goes up, the second season will have just dropped. And Trevor and I were obsessed with the first season of the show and we just watched it again in preparation for the second season and it just reminded me just how much I love it. So if you haven't seen it already, you definitely should check out The Boys on Amazon Prime. It's about what would happen if superheroes were real in our society and they were commercialized, part of a corporation, and basically shows the other side to a superhero. You know, sometimes when someone becomes like too famous, the power and everything goes to their head and just like what that looks like when it happens to a superhero. I will warn you though, it can get a little gory and explicit, so if that's not your thing, skip this. But if you are into superheroes and also like dark humor and vibes like that, I highly recommend. If you haven't watched The Boys already, and if you haven't watched it and you're interested, now is definitely the time to start. Watch season 1 because season 2 is currently streaming. So by the time you're done with season 1, you'll catch up and you'll be ready to binge season 2. All right, you guys, so that was all of my favorites. I feel like I've been talking for forever. Actually, I have been according to how long I have been recording. So I'm gonna go ahead and thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget again to please hit that like button down below. Also leave me a comment. Let me know what you were loving in August or what you might want to try from my recommendations. Also make sure you're subscribed and you've turned notifications on. And I love you and I will see you in my next one. Bye.